Hi everyone, I've seen so much debate on Reddit lately discussing the best mouse settings to choose. It's an interesting subject. Now high polling rate mice are becoming the norm. I received a Pro X SuperLight 2 SE from AliExpress and wanted to share my best settings to choose for competitive gaming. It really doesn't matter which mouse you do use though, these settings will really help regardless. You can instantly unlock smoother tracking and better input latency. Let's break down exactly how to optimize your mouse for gaming. AliExpress has very kindly let me use the mouse of my choice for today's video. They're awesome. AliExpress has also asked me to let you know if you use my exclusive code found in the description box below, you can enjoy even more discounts. Check the description to find out more. AliExpress also offers a cashback program. Join my team and get a 10% cash back. Joining my team is easy. You can click the link in the description or scan the QR code coming up now. Cheers to AliExpress for sponsoring today's video. The first setting you will need to address is polling rate. If your mouse has a standard 1K polling rate, it will send its position to your PC exactly 1000 times per second. That means your computer will get an update every 1 millisecond. But with high-end mice like this, you can up the polling rate to 8K. Now the mouse is talking to your PC 8 times faster, dropping the delay down to a microscopic 0.125 milliseconds. However, pushing it to the absolute maximum is usually a mistake. If your computer cannot handle the massive flood of data, you will experience sudden frame drops right as you try to aim. Testing this mouse at 8K, you can see it hardly hits anywhere near that number while running 800 DPI. Only increasing your DPI to 1600 improves the overall number, but even then it's incredibly unstable. While testing in several first-person games, hitching and stuttering was noticeable, and the input latency felt all over the place since my CPU was getting overloaded. On top of that, older games or modern games running an older modified game engine generally cap out at 1K, making the situation even worse. When you feed an older game engine this many inputs per second, the game literally cannot keep up. To solve this, upping your DPI helps, but generally I just keep it at 1K is the best advice, as you will get a more consistent feeling mouse, have less CPU overhead, and your battery will last for much longer. Moving on to DPI, for years I've always used 800, but since taking up this experiment I have noticed the physical distance between each dot is relatively large. Adding to that, my polling rate ramps up much faster while using 1600 DPI. Testing 3200 DPI, I didn't actually notice much difference compared to 1600, but from 800 to 1600 there's a massive difference and I won't ever be using 800 ever again. At 1600 the dots are packed twice as densely, and the very instant my hand twitches, the sensor immediately crosses a dot threshold and sends a signal out. Tests show that using 1600 DPI actually cuts your initial motion latency by roughly 3 to 5 milliseconds compared to 800 DPI. In games like CS2, 5 milliseconds is the difference between winning or losing, plus when moving your mouse diagonally at 800 DPI it produces a stair-like pattern. At 1600 DPI these extra data points smooth out your sensor, making tracking feel more fluid, to my findings anyway. The absolute final setting you will need to optimize is your lift-off distance, which controls how high you can raise your mouse before the sensor stops tracking. On premium mice like the Pro X SuperLight 2, you can control this setting inside the G-Hub software, typically ranging from low 0.8mm to medium 1.2mm or high 2mm. If your lift-off distance is high, as you lift the mouse away your sensor continues to track on the mousepad while it's still in the air, and your crosshair will jump down to the side when you place it back down. This completely ruins your crosshair placement. The best lift-off distance for 99% of competitive gamers is 1mm or lower, as low as you can go.
What are you trying to tell me? That I can dodge bullets?
For some bonus tips, even if your mouse software is perfectly calibrated, Windows will actively fight against your raw input data unless you change some settings. First, open up your mouse settings and head into the pointer options. you must check that enhanced pointer precision is unchecked. Next, you will need to prevent Windows from aggressively choking power to your mouse. Open up the device manager, locate your universal bus controllers, and open the properties for your USB root hubs. Under the power management tab, completely uncheck the box that allows your computer to turn off the device to save power. Disabling this prevents Windows from artificially throttling your data pipeline during intense high-load gaming scenarios, ensuring a continuous and uninterrupted stream of raw data straight to your game engine. My last tip is to make sure you have your wireless receiver plugged into the correct USB port. The best USB port for a gaming mouse is an isolated rear-mounted USB 2.0 port. This configuration ensures the shortest, most direct path to the CPU without sharing any bandwidth. How much this helps is debatable, but it's good practice to remove any possible interference from other devices. So that's it for today's video everyone. I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments down below, and a massive shout out to AliExpress for supporting this video, and of course you for watching. None of this would be possible without all of your support. Thank you so much. My name's Mark from Silence Tech. Goodbye.